Hey friends, this is Rick Renner, and today I want to keep talking to you from Luke chapter 17, where Jesus is talking about forgiveness, offense, what to do when you're offended. And Jesus said when someone offends you, you need to forgive them. And the Greek word means to let it go. Just say, let it go. I'm going to let it go. In fact, when Jesus says, take heed to yourself, verse 3, if thy brother trespass against thee, rebuke him, and if he repents, forgive him. It literally means let it go. And if he trespass against thee 7 times in a day, and 7 times in a day turns again to thee, saying, I repent, thou shalt forgive him, thou shalt dismiss it, or let it go. Then the apostles said unto the Lord, increase our faith. Lord, how in the world do you expect us to be so forgiving? And Jesus said, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you might say unto this sycamine tree, be uprooted from the roots, be planted in the sea, and it will obey you. And now Jesus likens unforgiveness and offense to the sycamine tree. Why the sycamine tree? Of all the trees in the world, wouldn't you think that, or all the plants in the world, wouldn't you think that maybe a cactus would look more like offense? Why a sycamine tree? Very, very interesting. And today, and over the next few days, I want to tell you about the sycamine tree. The sycamine tree grew in the Middle East, and it was the tree of poor people. It looked very much like a fig tree, and the fruit looked very much like figs. Sometimes people even got it confused. But poor people couldn't afford figs, so they ate the fruit of sycamine. And sycamine was very, very bitter to the taste. Jesus is teaching us that bitterness and offense bears bitter fruit. It's bitter in the mouth. And when you digest it, it produces bitterness inside your heart. My friend, unforgiveness, offense, brings the taste of bitterness. It brings the fruit of bitterness. And Jesus said, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't go there. Don't partake of the sycamine tree. You need to speak to this sycamine tree. You need to speak to this unforgiveness and this offense and tell it to be uprooted and be cast into the sea. But today I want you to particularly pay attention to that part, that the sycamine tree was for poor people and was bitter. And likewise, when you have offense in your heart, it makes you very spiritually poor. It makes you very poor, very miserable, very unhappy, and produces bitterness in your life. Now, in the days to come, we're going to talk about how to get rid of it. What do you have to do to deal with the spirit of bitterness? It's so simple, most people don't like the answer. But you're going to find out in the days to come. But I think that for today, that's enough for you to think about.